face, three different teams, kind of that regional type setting in Texas, and to kind of get that early test for a team.
We need it. What do we got? 9 games under our belt now. It's time to go on the road, especially before you get to conference. And disadvantage potentially for us is the 3 teams we played. I think they've all been on the road, and we haven't. So I know Ohio State was in Jacksonville last week. Oregon State plays a ton on the road there. That'll be nice to play those guys. Mitch Canham, I just think the world of him at Oregon State. That was an amazing experience for us in 22. The last time we went to Arlington, we went to Omaha. So that was really neat in 22. But playing those guys are great. Justin Hare coming from Campbell, first year at Ohio State. They're just absolutely, he plays a certain style, and it'll just absolutely keep us on our toes. Things can happen at any time with 2 strikes. Those guys had a barn burner tournament, just going ahead and looking with having a night game today, and spending a lot of time preparing for those guys. And then Mitch Thompson, Baylor. These would be 3 teams that are just absolutely going to give us a dress rehearsal what it's going to be like on the road playing in our league, and I'm looking forward to it. Those people are always first class to us, and this is one of those trips that you don't say, hey, we want to come and play indoors in a major league stadium in February. This is one of those where when we got an opportunity to ask the first time, I think our program, won a couple of games out there. I thought we handled ourselves well, and that's how you get a second opportunity. And so the goal is to go out there this year and next year. And from what I'm hearing, I think there's going to be a lot of Auburn people there, which is pretty exciting because it's been nice being here at home with, we just had the largest midweek crowd we've ever had, and the most students. I think almost 1,300 students come out to the ballpark. So it's incredible. But now we got to go on the road for 4 straight games, and so we'll learn more about our ball club, and that's why you take these trips. That's why you create these experiences to see if we can get connected, get on the road, and keep trying to play consistent baseball with maybe some different distractions and different scenery.
Kind of mentioned just the differentness. That's not a real word, but the differentness of all this. And you guys have shown a lot of strengths to this point between the offense, the late, the bullpen, the young guys. How much is there to learn about these strengths that you guys have already kind of seen in a new setting, in a new environment?
Yeah, just call them out. I want to see the same movements, the same look in the eye, the same preparation routine. Ichiro, that was our big deal yesterday. A guy that really, you count his professional time in Japan and then coming over for MLB, he had more hits than anybody on earth ever in professional baseball. And they said, what are you most proud of with your illustrious Hall of Fame career? And he's like, that I was able to stick to my routine. And that don't mean you can just play good at home and be a great ball club. It's going to have to travel. You're going to have to be consistency and still get your work in, build your routine in, and try to be the same guy at home or away. And that's what I'm looking for. And I hope we will, because that'd be another step of trying to figure things out. But they haven't gotten ahead so far, and we just got to be ready to play, Friday against Ohio State, and then let the dust settle and get up and do it again. But I'm just looking to see if we'll keep preparing, carrying ourselves the same way by doing it on the road.
Yeah, how's it looking for Cade Fisher, and what's sort of your rotation, and then also Eric Guevara, will he make the trip?
We're going to throw Cade tomorrow, Wednesday, the off day there to see. He's definitely traveling. I do think, I guess to give my best answer, last week, Thursday and Sunday went a lot better. I'm cautiously optimistic. The lat, the stuff like that, it's kind of like a hamstring. I don't think it's that similar to, or I don't think it's that much different than what Guevara's going through. So if Cade doesn't start, maybe he can get in there Saturday or Sunday coming off of a Wednesday. We'll see, that's a hope, but I don't think we'd be calling him out as a starter to try to answer your question the best I can. We'll keep Dutton and probably Chatterton, and that middle, we'll talk about it. If we're going to announce the starter, go TBA. I'd prefer to announce a starter, but I think that's getting tomorrow to figure that out. So those 2 pieces, we'll probably run it like last weekend. I'd love for Fisher to get in there for an inning or 2 at least, just to not have to crank up and start back over, and that would be the goal. Guevara, I saw him running early. He went through batting practice today. Again, the guys are playing good. We definitely need him, and he's definitely a valuable player for us, but I want him 100%. I want him to practice hard for a couple of days, and I think he got through today. Tomorrow's an off day, so if he can get a good practice in there Thursday or Friday, we might see him in the back end of the weekend. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's not till midweek next week that we would see him in a ball game. I'm looking for him to put together a 100% practice, go to sleep, come back, be able to do that a couple of times before we reinsert him in the ball game.
Yeah. What did you learn from that last trip to Arlington that's impacted how you've planned this, the travel, the routines, everything while you're there?
Yeah, I just think it's the level. I just think it's that spacious environment. You know, it's a dome,
Right.
but that spacious environment. You get used to Omaha, and the dugouts are far away. All that. The sight lines, picking up the baseball. That's why practice will be critical on Thursday there. Oklahoma played for the national championship. That was our first game out there, I do believe, in a one-run ball game that we came up short in, and all that. When you're just tracking on those teams, and it just makes you better. And everybody's interested in that going. And all eyes on college baseball. I really think from our sport, there's not a better situation we can put ourselves in than going to Arlington because of the field and the scenarios and all eyes on college baseball. There'll be a lot on them. So again, that's what I'm looking for, to see if we can just be consistent. If we're just playing another baseball game, or if we make it more, that would be disappointing. We'd be quick to try to call that out and figure that out.